Alright. What's up, everybody? Day 14. I really hope that y'all can see me. Yes, I am driving to work. But it's funny because, like, holding the camera like this, I have two hands on the steering wheel. So, you know, that's pretty cool. I'm really tired. I'm not a morning person at all, but I just kind of felt led to do this now because the next few days are going to be really busy, and I want to get all these out the way. Day 14, Dream Interpretations. We're going to do a record called Forgive Me. Forgive Me is a lot of you guys' favorites as well. You know, people said they like the whole album from top to bottom, but there are, you know, a few songs that stand out, like Close Your Eyes, Rear View, Forgive Me, Scared of Me, Heaven on Earth, Dreaming Part 2. And Forgive Me is one of, if not the most important record on the album. What I wanted to do, first let me say this. Let me say that Forgive Me was a rushed record. And when I say Forgive Me was a rushed record, that means that I had a studio session at 1 o'clock. Not, at first I had a studio session at 11. And my engineer called and asked to reschedule to later that day. And he scheduled it to 1. So, it was the last studio session before the label, because the label was kind of getting on me like, you need to put this record out, or we need to turn this. The label was really wanting me to turn the record in. I'm sorry, I'm sleepy. Leave me alone. So, and I knew that the record wasn't done and the album wasn't finished in my head. And I knew I wanted kind of like a confessional record, where I just kind of, you know, bare my soul. I do that all the time, but I really wanted it to be specific and obvious. So, Forgive Me was that record. I literally got the beat that morning, and as soon as I heard the sample and it said, how many times have I hurt you, I was like, this is it. So, you know, what I wanted to do is, man, is like the reason for the record is the enemy, like, has us bound. One of the strongest and the easiest ways that he keeps us in bondage is with our past. And tell the truth, every person that's watching this video, every person walking this earth has done some foul stuff. You've done somebody wrong, you've cheated somebody, you've misled somebody, you know, you've lied to somebody, you've schemed on somebody, you've done some foul stuff. All of us have. There's not one person walking this earth, you know, I don't care how spotless you claim to be, you're dirty. And what I wanted to do is I wanted to make it cool to confess, basically. And sometimes you kind of got to step out, and in order for something to be cool, you got to do it first and show everybody that it's okay. You know, our society is so crazy, man. It's like, you know, we sit here and we tell people, don't judge us. You know, you can't judge me. Only God can judge me. You know, using all these excuses to do whatever we want to do. But then when somebody does something and they're outed in the public eye, what do? We judge them. You know, you got your Tiger Woods and your Lindsay Lohans, and, you know, all these different, DMX going back to jail. You got all these different people, man, that you know, need help, and they probably knew that they needed help before. You know, before they got in too deep. There's a point where you're doing your dirt and you're like, you know what, yo, this is wrong. And you continue to do it, probably, I'm not gonna say probably, but, you know, most people do it because, or continue to do it because they don't know how to stop. And the first step in stopping that behavior is to simply confess. I mean, look at Alcoholics Anonymous. Before they can get you to do any other treatment, you got to stand up and say, my name's Armand and I have a problem. Hi, Armand, and they clap, and then, you know, that's the first step. So what I wanted to do is I literally just wrote out a list of things that I either wanted forgiveness for or that I had asked forgiveness for recently. And everything in that song that I said was true. I know the one line that everybody is really, that raised everybody's eyebrows was, invited Shorty over, told we would have a Bible study. Back in my mind, I wanted to see if her thighs was sturdy. That really happened. I was using, church and all that stuff. This is about almost 4 years ago. I was using that stuff to get girls in my dorm room. So, but in the back of my mind, I was trying to okay, well, maybe I can hit, and I did. You know what I'm saying? I did it a few times, and it is what it is. I'm not gonna lie about it. I'm not proud of it, but it happened. But that's to show the goodness of God, because there's nothing that you've done that He can't forgive you for. So, if you have something on you that's really bothering you that you've done, just ask for forgiveness. If that person doesn't forgive you, then that's out of your hands. You at least attempted to forgive somebody. Unless instead of you carrying that weight, you give it to them, and it's on them.